Hello, this is Victor with a new part on this painting of the Hellions, and now I will start painting and I will explain how I will paint the details. So what I did up to now is I applied the base color on the hulls, on the skulls, sorry, and I use Usbati bone for that, and then I used the iron flesh for the head that is hanging from the hook. Also, you can see that in this metallic part, in this chain, I did a wash of Nun oil. Okay, so now next step will be I will give a wash of Seraphim sepia on the skulls. So continuing the work on the details, you see here I apply a wash of Seraphim sepia on the skull, and now I will do a wash also on this head. And I will do a wash of Reichlang flesh shade. So again, to apply the wash, just I apply it all over the parts that I want to wash. It's important that the first wash on the skull just next to here was completely dry to avoid that the paints are mixing. So you see here I wash everything and I leave it ready to start doing some details. Later on I will do the hair. So now I have to wait until the wash is completely dry and I will continue later on. Okay, so now that the wash is completely dry, I will do the hair. Then I will paint it brownish. So I have to check it correctly. Wet my brush and I paint the hair. As you see, this color is covering very well, it's painting very well on black. So what I find the hair, the easiest way to do it is to use a base color and then do a wash. If you do, I tried in the past to do dry brush, but it's harder to have a good result. So I think wash is the one that is giving the better result when you do hair. So now that the hair is completely painted, we have to wait couple of minutes that this is completely dry. So I will be back once it's dry. Now that the brown is completely dry, I will do the wash with Agax Air Shade. Let's see here. And at the same time I will do a wash of Agax hair shade here on the nose of this skeleton and also on here and on the cracks of the skeleton of the skull, sorry. So I will do just I apply in the cracks and around the area, just here at the crack and this other crack. So the way that is looking like that, Then the other one have no cracks, so I will not do anything else. I will also do a little bit of wash, very soft wash on the edge of this face, around the edge, like that. So this is how it's looking like. Now I have to wait again until it's dry, and I will start doing the highlights. And once this skulls and this head is finished, I will give the skateboard by finish, and we will start the miniature. Now that all the washes are done, I will start with the highlights, and I will use Usbati bone again. So I will highlight the skull using Usbati bone. So to do that, just I will apply it in the areas where, so you see, I try to do soft. Just because after the wash of the Seraphim Sepia, I think it's too brownish, so and I like to give more white color. So I will apply these highlights. Yeah, for example, that they have too much accumulate, I will paint completely over. The thing was too dark, and then I will use a little bit of one light brown, so I will use the graveyard in that case. Mix a little bit with the brown just to do the shade that I eliminate, but I think it's better to do that. So sometimes you have to correct because the wash is too dark, and then you need to give some soft color like that. And it's better. It's giving a better look. So as you see, the wash is giving normally giving a very nice shading, but it's a little bit too there sometimes. So it's good to do what I call a cleaning with the original color. And then some cases where you see that the wash was giving too dark color, it's better to paint completely over and do again the shading on that area. So like I did there. So I will apply the same on the second skull. So I will just, this one you see the Seraphim Sepia was much softer, so I will do more or less apply the same principle, especially in the top of the skull. So that will be the highlight. Here I see that it's missing a little bit of shading, and to make it symmetrical I will do here slow soft shade using again the graveyard. So you see here, and then I will apply on the same. So this is how it will look like. And now the next step, I will use Scar White to do some highlights, but this I will only apply in some regions. For example, we'll only apply a little bit here, just This will be one skull. Then the other one you can do is you apply next to the cracks to make the cracks even deeper. Just very soft. You apply this on the next to the cracks. So you see it's giving very, and then this combined with the previous white you did there should give a very nice then it's giving even much more deepness to the cracks. And in the other case I will play a little bit on the cheeks here, take a little bit of red from the just on top of the A holes, and here a little bit. So that's all for the highlights on the skulls, and I will continue later on with other details. So I will give the skulls done like that. Now on the face, the head, I will do some highlights with Tyrant Flesh. Here on that part of the neck here I will apply scab red. Just that part like that. Then on the area of the mouth I will apply a little bit of Agravax Earth shade. And now I will start applying the technical paint blood for the blood god. So first I will apply it on the neck part. Now I will apply very dilute in all this part here. and a little bit around the mouth. Here, just like that. Then a little bit I will apply on the hook. Now I guess that having a cat head here will cause some spots and sparks also on the skull next to it, so I will use like that, and I will paint like that here, and so that area, so something like that, and also the bottom, the side. So what I do is I take this brush. So normally what I did is I take the brush, in the case I take too much paint, and what I do is first on the paper I see what is the pattern. So you take some paint, you take all the excess of paint. Now when I see that the spots are small, I apply them on the region. I think this should be quite okay. No, some small here. So this is how we look like. So with that, I will give the Skyboard as finalized. So you see here all the work on that, and now I will start working on the rider. So I will do the character, so the character of the unit. It will be equipped with agonizer and splinter pistol. This is the head. We'll explain a little bit more about the head. Then here we have the shoulder pad and some stuff that will be hanging on the waist. Then what I want to show with you is that in the meantime I was doing the tutorial, I also paint this one. This one is paint just to give an example, just for me to know how it will look like. So it's not finalized yet. There's some touches. I just put all the parts together recently, but this is just an example, and it's for me to know how hard it is to assemble everything together and do the tutorial with some more knowledge on that miniature. So in that case, yeah, the arms will not be a challenge, but I have another one, this one that will have also the two arms hanging the weapon. So when I assemble this one, I will explain what are the tips to ensure that the arms are well assembled and they look like that. So in this one I want quite aggressive pose. So I want him standing to the front like it's going to attack some a victim on the front of him. So that's all for this. This is the end result on the character of the unit, Skyboard. Okay, I hope you have enjoyed, and let's wait for the next parts where I will explain how to paint the rider. Be aware that some of the stuff will be repetition of what I did here. I will not explain in deep detail all the things on this miniature, so I will only explain the things that are new on the miniature. That will be mainly the skin, how to paint the agonizer, and maybe some details on the pistol. The gems, I will not explain again the gems, how I paint the gems. And for the black, I will follow same process than here. Just I will give some tips, especially when you do rounded parts, like the legs or the bottom, so to make to look a little bit different. As you see here in that one that I did the test, you have to work a little bit different than here. It's not just edges. So again, thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye.